Welcome back to Criminology Clips, everyone. Today we're looking at Unit 2, AC2.3, the sociological theories of criminality. Here they all are, but the ones we're focusing on today are realist theories, but in particular, left realism. So left realists have a left-wing political outlook on society, and they see the unequal society as being the cause of crime. And they think that the main victims of crime are disadvantaged groups like women, ethnic minorities, and the working class. And according to left realists, they see three things as a cause of crime. And one way to remember this is by using the acronym MISES. And that stands for marginalisation, relative deprivation, and subcultures. So let's have a look at these three individually. Starting with marginalisation. Marginalised groups are those that are on the edge or the margins of society. Just like on this piece of paper, the margin is on the edge. So marginalised groups are those on the edge of society. And left realists suggest that marginalised groups lack both clear goals and the institutions to represent their needs and interests. So if we think about groups of people who are working, they have clear goals and they're represented by people like trade unions. And because of that, they've got no need to resort to violence to achieve their goals. However, if we look at people like unemployed young people, they have no clear goals and they don't have the people to represent them either. So they feel marginalised, they feel resentment towards society, and they're frustrated. And because of this powerlessness that they feel, the only way to improve their situation is to express their frustration through criminal means such as violence and rioting. The second one, relative deprivation. Now this refers to how deprived someone feels in relation to others around them. So for example, the person here is not deprived, they're not lacking the essentials. However, if you compare this person to the one on the right, you can see that they might be considered relatively deprived. They don't have the big house, the flash car, or the mobile phone. And this can lead to crime when people resent others unfairly having more than themselves, and they resort to crime to try and obtain what they think they should be entitled to. Now, Lee and Young observe how in today's society we are more prosperous, but we also have more crime. So although people are better off now than they have been in the past, people are more aware of their relative deprivation because media and advertising can raise people's expectations. So if you see adverts or other people on social media having more than you, it heightens that sense of relative deprivation, and as a result, people might turn to crime. Now the third one is subcultures. Now, if we're looking at subcultures, you'll remember that we've covered this before, and left realist view of criminal subcultures owe much of their thinking to Merton, Cohen and Cloward and Olin. And for left realists, criminal subcultures still subscribe to the values and goals of mainstream society. So they want material goods, they're interested in consumerism. They still want the nice car, the big house, the designer clothes. However, opportunities to achieve those goals legitimately are blocked, and so they resort to street crime instead. However, left realists also acknowledge that not all subcultures turn to crime. Some also turn to religion to try and find answers and comfort and an explanation for their deprivation, and that can encourage conformity rather than crime. So let's have a revise and reflect. What are the three causes of crime according to left realists? How does media increase people's sense of relative deprivation? And finally, how is left realism similar to Merton's strain theory? See you next time.